Was from Wolverhampton.
My name is Karolina, and I came from Poland for a very small town called Orneta.
Um, I just want to say before I even mention a dark forest, I was in the sunlight. It was so bright. My life. I was an army child, and then we came to the UK, and I went to call for a friend once. I was 9 years old, and I was dragged down an alley and sexually assaulted and abused by a man. I didn't know him at the time. I was going to get to know him, and for me, it was a total eclipse on my life. The lights went out that second. Then at the age of 11, I was out looking for bonfire wood, and the same predator attacked me in the house. He held me down, did what he did to me. And I froze. I totally froze. And I stayed frozen for the next 4 or 5 years. I lived in fear. I totally changed as a young boy from being someone who was really happy and everybody's friend to being someone who was always looking for an angle from somebody. I was scared of people. I instantaneously became scared of people.
I lost mom due to the car accident. So then my travel through the deep, dark forest started because I've been abused in my family town, in my home. So in the age of 7, I've been taken to the residential care, to the orphanage. From there, I went to the adoption family where the things wasn't going well. And after that, I've just decided to come back to the orphanage again. So in the age of 14, I've been abused by co-tenants in my residential care. And in the age of 18, I've become completely alone from the 40 people around me on every single day. I've just been kicked out from the orphanage, say I need to become an adult and start to live on my own. So after that, I've just met the wrong guy, really. Deep, dark forest, wrong light in the tunnel. And I've just been involved with the drug and also going through the mental health problems, which I didn't realize at the time.
So I attached myself to stronger youths who I knew I couldn't be attacked with if I hung around with them. But little did I know that I was moving from one forest into an even darker forest, one of manipulation, coercion, grooming. And these lads had me burgling, selling drugs by the age of 12. And I looked at them for protection and I got it. No one was coming near me at the time. And I started to want to emulate them. Little did I realise that the sun in my heart was gone.
After that, I've just decided to find some other chance overseas, which been UK for me, as I've got my granddad in here. And my granddad has been dependent on the alcohol. I was thinking it will be better, but it wasn't. I've been involved within the wrong environment and I couldn't find my way through until I've become a mom. And that's been my life changer because I've had a simple choice. Go through the same way as I've been go through and let my son to go to the residential care, or just change something and become completely different person. And I've just chose to be someone else. I chose to fight. And then I've been sent through the job center into the BBO Bridges project, where I found my mentor, my real light in the tunnel, who's been guiding me through and helped me to find suit where I am until today.
I was full of darkness myself then. And I was starting to embrace this forest because no one wouldn't attack me, you know. And I look at this fella who did what he did, and I see him as Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars. He was a big, fat, horrible, sweaty predator. And all the people I hung around with were like stormtroopers, and the one was like Darth Vader. And I wanted to be Darth Vader. I didn't ever want anyone to do that to me again. So I put on a front of strength. I embraced everything. And I make no bones about it. Criminality, violence, and everything. And then I found drugs. So that dark forest then became my world. Because when I smoked drugs, I felt invincible. I knew no one couldn't touch me when I was on drugs. So that forest, then to say I embraced it is an understatement. I created it. I brought others into it. I became what these fellas were to me. I started looking for weakness in people to abuse it because I needed to take control. Under no circumstances was I going to give up control to any human being after what had happened to me.
Been a lot of those people. It's been some of the carers in the residential care who just keep believing me and in the fact that despite no matter what I've been through, I can achieve more, I can be different than the usual children who's trying just to survive and achieve the minimum of stability in their lives. There's always been a lot of people who believe that I can become someone better, get higher, achieve more. Just at the time, I wasn't being ready to get it, to understand that, to believe in myself. I always was thinking that I'm just, I would say, charged of guilt and charged of fail, that I cannot get anything more from my life.
A bit of advice I'd give to everybody is don't take advice from anybody that you don't aspire to be like that's doing good. Everyone wants to give advice, but look at them, watch what they do. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Watch them, analyze them. And if they're doing what you want to do, then listen to them.
Definitely music. Music is a massive part of my life. Whatever my mood is changing, whatever day I've got, no matter what I'm going through, music is my real life runway, the place, the sanctuary where I can hide myself and just dive into it and go through all my emotions, through everything.
There are a lot of organizations out there with people willing to help. And they're good organizations. But they're only good organizations if you access them. You've got to go out. You've got to find these organizations and you've got to want to interact with them. The world's not going to be given to you on a plate. Your recovery is not going to be given to you on a plate. It's a hard, hard road to walk down. But, and this is a big but, when you start to see the light at the end of that tunnel, something happens. You grow as a person. I can't quantify it. I can't put it into words, this feeling. But it's the most powerful thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And what it's done, it's made me selfless. Whereas I always wanted for me, I now look at others and think, what can I do for them? and companies like Suit, who I thank for saving my life, Recovery Near You to a lesser extent. You know, I've been around now and I've interacted with people who were nothing like stormtroopers. They were nothing like Darth Vader. Let's be honest, they were more like Ewoks, right? But I love them. They hug trees. Guess what? So do I.
There is that one song, and it's not maybe old song, however, it's just got a lot of soul. It's sung by radio company, Someday. It's just telling you that one day you can find your home, you can find whatever you've looking through in your life. And if you will be fighting long enough, if you will be that warrior, you can just get to it, you can achieve that.